Yo, what's up everyone, it's Tbag. Now I know it's been a little while since I've last uploaded, I had a little break from YouTube, but now I'm back with, you guessed it, another Battlefield 1 details video. In this episode I will show you some rather interesting details in Battlefield 1. I hope you will enjoy. It's not a whole lot of them this time around. I promise though, next details video will contain a lot more. With that being said, these are still very cool to talk about, so let's jump right into it. First detail of the video is on the Russian DLC map Galicia. Now of course this map has dynamic weather like pretty much all maps in Battlefield 1. The cool thing is on this map though, is that when there is a snowstorm, you can actually go above the clouds with a plane and be above the majority of the storm. Now why I think most people don't really know about this is because as soon as there is this type of weather on any map that contains planes, you know, this type of foggy weather, nobody will go into a plane because it's rather useless now. But I think it's pretty cool you can fly very high and escape a large portion of the storm, if you know what I mean. The second detail is really cool. It's on the last campaign mission where it's like really dark and you have to infiltrate some command post and send some encrypted messages or something like that. Well, in this mission, if you look up into the sky and look to the stars, if you wait a little bit, you can actually notice some shooting stars every now and again, which is really cool and again a very nice subtle addition. Not a whole lot of people will play this mission and look up into the sky the entire time like I did. It is very nice to look at though. Also, I'm not sure if it's the only campaign mission or also in multiplayer, for example on Nivel Knights or Priest of Her. If somebody knows this, please leave a comment down below. Detail number 3 for this video is on the map Fort de Vaux. And I know I already talked a lot about the dynamic weather system in Battlefield 1 and how it can bring some cool details with it. But on Fort de Vaux, there are a few cool details when it's raining and when it's not. I'll show you right now. So on a couple of spots within the fort itself, everything is busted up as you can see, and nothing looks too special here when it's not raining. But when it does rain, you can see big changes. For example, the holes in the roof are now flooded. And the same goes for the vents in the roof and stuff like that. I guarantee if you go roam around on this map, you'll find a lot of these dynamic changes that comes with the rain. Very cool indeed. Now that we are on the map of Fort de Vaux, I want to show you a neat little audio detail. On certain spots you have these chains hanging from the roof. And you guessed it, if you walk through it, you can hear a cool little audio cue. Very minor, very subtle, but you know, cool nevertheless. It's a cool detail. Also, these generators or whatever they are, they can actually break down and stop running. For example, if you throw a grenade or something like that. But the funny thing is, after 30 or so seconds, they magically start running again. You know, which is kind of strange. Now on to the next one. Another cool audio detail can be found in the engine room on Argonne Forest. At least I think it's an engine room. Here you have the same kind of generators that we saw on Fort de Vaux. Although here we have a new sound coming from these big boxes. Listen closely. And to prove it's coming from these boxes, I'm gonna destroy it and you'll hear it will stop. Pretty interesting. And since we are in this room, you see this light over here? I believe this is the only light, maybe in the entire game, I'm not sure, that has a combination of those bugs flying around it. And again, this very subtle audio detail. Listen very closely, I'm gonna put the volume up a little bit for you guys so you can hear it. It's very minor, it's very quiet and very subtle, but it's there. Now I don't know if it counts as a detail, but it is very strange that this is the only light in the game that has these bugs flying around it and this subtle audio detail. And since we are on the topic of audio, I'm gonna end this video with something very touching actually. If you finish the campaign and watch the Remember Us ending cinematic, You'll eventually come to the ending credits, and at first nothing special is happening. You know, you see the credits, you hear the Battlefield 1 menu theme song, and after that you hear another Battlefield 1 soundtrack. But the third and final soundtrack of the ending credits is a cover from the song And the Band Played Waltzing Matilda, which is a song written by Australian singer-songwriter Eric Bogle, if I pronounce it correctly. The song is about the horror that is war, and more specifically World War I. And it's kind of a story about a young soldier who was actually deployed at the Battle of Gallipoli, you know, which will come within the Turning Tides DLC very shortly. I recommend you listening to the lyrics. I will put it up right now. It's pretty emotional. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I see you guys next time.
It's time to stop rambling, 'cause there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war.